Hello, everybody. I'm back. I'm going to wait for a few minutes to see if anyone's going to join because there's some pretty bad news that just come out out of California in the Melodee Buzzard case. From what I'm reading, how terrible. What a sick mother. Sick mother. What's wrong with people? I don't know. I mean, right before Christmas. It's just sad. Just so sad that right before Christmas. So detectives announced major developments in the Melodee Buzzard's disappearance case. So there's mom. She's being rearrested. So the Salt Lake City I'm so nervous about this. I'm shaking. Major developments have been made in the disappearance case of 9-year-old Melodee Buzzard, according to the Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Office. The Sheriff's Office did not provide immediate details on the breakthrough, but invited media to attend a press conference held later this afternoon. Melodee Buzzard has been missing since October, when she was last seen on a road trip with her mother, Ashlee. Ashlee returned home from her trip without Melodee, but could not provide a plausible explanation for where she was. So that's one of the headlines. And boy, they are coming out quick. For real, for real. They're coming out really quick. So this is from the New York Post. Body of 9-year-old Melodee Buzzard found 2 months after disappearance. Mom Ashlee in custody. Why? That little girl was all that family had left of her father that died in a terrible motorcycle accident. A terrible, terrible motorcycle accident. How could she? Look how beautiful she was. Oh, it's just awful. How? How could she do this to her little girl? What could she have done that's so wrong? The body of 9-year-old Melodee Buzzard has been located, and her mom has been arrested more than 2 months after the child vanished during an impromptu mother-daughter trip. Ashlee Buzzard was in custody Tuesday in connection with the young girl's disappearance, law enforcement says. The Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Office told the outlet it would be sharing more developments in the missing girls case at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, Tuesday. So I'm pretty sure that's 2 o'clock California time. NBC News and local outlets reported that the child's body was recovered. The cute little smile she had on her face because she thought she was going to go for her trip with her mom. Melodee was last seen on camera on October 9th near the Colorado-Utah border after the pair took a sudden trip from their home in Lubbock, California, and went as far as Nebraska. But family members said they haven't seen the girl in over a year. Described the elder Buzzard as extremely mentally unstable. So they went from here, Here. Wow. The mother has been uncooperative with investigators. Buzzard and her daughter wore wigs as they walked into a Santa Barbara car rental outlet on October 7th to obtain a Chevrolet Malibu. The next day, however, their car was clocked on the road with New York plates, and when it returned on October 10th in California, the original plates had been returned, and Melanie was not with her mother. I don't know. It's just terrible. Terrible. Was she really struggling that bad mentally that was her only choice? I mean, obviously, look at her. Not that saying anything's wrong with wearing a wig, but the little girl had a smile on her face. She looked happy. She's like, yay, I'm going for a ride with my mom. Hey, Cindy. I just came quick, really live just to give this update. Just terrible. I just knew that woman did something to that little girl. Well, allegedly. She hasn't been in trouble for it yet, but she's in jail. I knew it. Something in my heart was telling me that she was no longer with us. And it just makes me sad right before Christmas. And to see the smile on her face, thinking that she was going to go for a ride, go for a trip with mom. And she was really the only thing left to her father that died in a tragic motorcycle accident when she, I think, was 3 years old. Why? I don't get it. There were people out there that wanted her. His family wanted that little girl. But she refused. She went back, picked her up, and said, she will no longer come back here. Like, how can your mental issues be that bad? I mean, come on, people, get medicated or something. Do something. We need to stop. This is heartbreaking. And especially right before Christmas. 2 months, she'd be gone. I'm glad they found her. They must have really tracked their route, man, down to a T. And it took them this long to get their route. Wow. When I see her mom's face, I wish I could jump through the computer. Jump through the computer. Just jump through the computer at her. I don't think they have anything on YouTube yet. Like, this literally just come out. This one was 12 minutes ago. California mother taken into custody after 9-year-old found dead in Utah. People with mental health issues often don't realize they are and refuse meds. Yeah, but you know what? The funny thing is I heard during interviews that Ashlee knew that she had a mental disability. Sure, she's got mental issues, and she knew that she had to address them. And she chose not to. which is so irate to me. Like, why would you do that? She could have easily have given that little girl to her grandmother's. His mother, her father, wanted that little girl. And because she went off her rocker one day and went back on Christmas a few years ago and picked her up and said she can no longer come back here. Like, come on. I don't know, but I'm beginning to wonder what's in the drinking water there in California. Man, I'll tell you what, I ain't going to California. they ain't nice to people over there. So let's read this. Ashlee Buzzard, the mom of missing 9-year-old Melanie, has been taken into custody in connection with the investigation into the missing daughter. Multiple law enforcement sources told ABC News that Melanie's body was found in early December in Utah, in an area where Melanie and Ashlee Buzzard traveled in October. Law enforcement believes Melanie was ill and that she was likely dead in October before she was known to be missing. Ashlee Buzzard was taken into custody following DNA results from the recovered remains. Well, I figured that that's what was taking so long. The Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Office has not yet commented and only said it will share major developments in Melanie's case at a news conference on Tuesday. The investigation into Melanie's disappearance was sparked on October 14 when a school district administrator reported her extended absence to authorities, the sheriff's office said. Authorities determined Melanie and Ashlee Buzzard left their Lubbock, is that how you say that? Lubbock, California home on October 7th for a 3-day road trip and took them to the Nebraska area. Ashlee Buzzard returned home on October 10th with the car she and Melanie had rented on October 7th, but Melanie was not in her car, not with her, the sheriff said. Authorities have claimed Ashlee Buzzard wore wigs and swapped license plates during the trip, and they said Ashlee Buzzard did not cooperate with the search for Melanie. This is a developing story. Just terrible. But unfortunately, I'm not going to be home. Oh, wait. 2 o'clock California time? So they're 2 hours behind me. True, yes, we cannot expect well behavior from sick people, and others knew mom was sick. They should have gone to corporate custody. Yes, yes. Why didn't they? They wanted this little girl so bad. Why didn't they go to court? They very well could have proved her mental instability right away. Her own mother could have. No wonder why she was acting weird, and she was worried that they were going to find her. But they found her. They just were waiting for DNA. She thought for sure 2 months had went by, so she was in the straight. She was in the good. Oh, I was just gonna try to do a recording of this, but I don't know about recordings. But so sad. It makes me sad to see that smile on her face, because to me, she's thinking I'm going on a trip with my mom. Because when we were young and our mom paid us attention, because sometimes back when we were young, our moms didn't pay a whole lot of attention. We were sent outside to get on our bikes, go to the swimming pool, and come back before the lights come on here in Iowa. Because we lived in a tiny town and kidnappings weren't as known. So our moms didn't pay such attention to us. And my mom was a stay-at-home mom. And so was my dad was stay-at-home. So exciting when your parents tell you, hey, let's go for a ride. Let's go for a trip. I remember the day my parents told me we were going to a Chicago Cubs game. Oh my God, it was the best day of my life. The best day of my life. We went to Chicago, all of that. This little girl was excited because her mom was going to pay attention to her, because I bet mom didn't pay a whole lot of attention to her because mom was always in her own thoughts, her own mental disease. I guess she stopped, from what I hear, she stopped taking the medicine a couple of years ago. So this has been a thing now for a couple of years. But she was doing really good and then just stopped, because the person with the mental illness gets on the medication, starts to feel better, and then they come off of the medication. I do have some happy memories with my parents, and I have some not so good happy memories. But being out of the house was the best memory. So, just sad. But I was telling, I was going to say the time. So it's 1:15 to, so 2 o'clock, 2, 3, 4, it'll be 4 o'clock my time. And we have to take son's friend to the foot surgeon because, long story short, he was at a friend's house because his girlfriend's in the hospital. And he was over at a friend's house, another Islander, and he stepped down on a step, and the step broke, and he broke his leg right in. I mean, the bone is broken. Like, it's just awful to see. I still don't know. I find him walking on it, and I'm like, dude, you're not even supposed to be walking on that foot, but he does it. So we have to take him, and he's got to be there at 2:50, and that's in Clinton, on the other side of DeWitt. So, not too far into Clinton. It's just by the Walmart. So it's like maybe a 30-minute drive, if even that. And then time for him to see the doctor. I don't think I'll make it back before 4 o'clock because his appointment's at 2:50. I know. Well, he don't have family here, and he's taking care of his blind brother. And her family is, going to see her in the hospital. And it's not like they have to do a whole lot. I mean, the hospital's taking care of Doreen. So, but we're going to make sure he gets the surgery and stuff done. That's all I can do. That's all I can do to help him. I can't do anything else. But I feel bad for the guy. But he shouldn't have been out. He should have been home. His girlfriend's not home. She's in the hospital sick. You shouldn't be out. To me, that you just shouldn't be. So, but he figured he didn't have a phone. No way to keep up with him. Well, now he's got a phone. So she knows where he's at. So, all right. Well, I'm going to get the dog taken out. Son will be home, be off work in about 10 minutes. And then it starts his vacation. He'll be off tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, go back Monday, Tuesday, and have Wednesday off. Wednesday's New Year's Eve, right? Yeah, I better get off of here. He's going to be like, why weren't you getting ready? All right. Well, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe. And maybe when I get home, I'll go over the live or the press conference that they're going to have at 2 o'clock. So, all right. Thank you for being here, Cindy. I truly appreciate you. All right. Thank you. Have a good one. Bye-bye.